Hello and welcome.
Hi, everybody.
It's the Kennedys. We're here every Sunday, and this is our 73rd show.
Wow.
And we put up a new old backdrop. This backdrop goes way back to when I first met you. Mm-hmm. You had released a solo album called Shearwater, and this artist who did the cover art,
Catherine
Bonner, made this big banner. She actually made two. One of the banners said Pete, and the other one said Kennedy. So we've repurposed the Kennedy part for our show. Isn't it beautiful? It keeps going beyond the frame, that way and that way. So
it looks like I'm in sort of a giant guitar. There's
Yeah.
the sound hole, and the neck is going that way.
Hey,
it's great.
If you're here for the first time, we do this, as I said, every week. This is our 73rd show, and all of our shows are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/thekennedys. So you can see all of our archived shows there. And we do all sorts of shows, including specialty shows, themed shows, like our Motown show is fun. The Summer of Love was really fun. We do tributes to certain artists like Buddy Holly and Patsy Cline and like that, and the Beatles. So most of you here know all that. And we got people from all over here. We've got, Angela from Nottingham is here. And we've got folks from all over the U.S., We've got folks from France, and I'm looking for Ricky from Sweden. Is he on yet? And I bet Pedro's watching from Spain, and all the folks from all over the United States. We love seeing you here every week. It makes us very happy. And so this week, we are going to continue with our favorite songs, picks among the many, over 600, almost 700 songs that we learned during the course of these last, now it's 17 months. Of shows, and most of them have been your requests, and they're ones that we learned that we especially like. Either they're really great songs, really well constructed songs, or they are songs that fit our voices and our guitars really well. I'm looking to see if we got sound and all that. Let us know that we're looking and sounding good where you are, and you may have noticed we started the show again wearing our masks.
Yep, back to the masks.
We're back to the masks. And we urge you to visit our website because we had posted some shows that we've now had to take down. We're still doing our outdoor shows, but we've had to cancel a few indoor shows because it turns out that the Delta variant can still be transmitted among vaccinated people indoors. So we're keeping to the outdoor shows for now. But keep checking our website, kennedysmusic.com, for all the updates on all of our live shows. All right, Pete, what do you think?
So speaking of locations, you mentioned various places in Europe and the U.S., and of course, we have a lot of people in California who watch the show every Sunday morning for them. And so we'll send this one out to our California crew. Ready?
Yep.
All the leaves are
brown, and
the sky is gray,
and for a walk on a winter's day,
I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. That's a great song.
It's a great.
John
It is.
Phillips.
You like Pete's flute solo.
Yeah.
Vicky likes your flute solo.
Thanks, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky, thank you for the guitar pick, too.
And the Groovy CD of surf music.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
We have musicians in the audience.
Yeah.
We love that.
We have California surf musicians. There's no one in the world cooler than them.
And we
I
moved
think.
back a little bit more even because people, a lot of folks have said that they like to see the chords we're playing. And, see my capo position, which there usually is one of. The crab. We call this the crab. You can move it around, can't you, Pete? You saw it here
see
first.
chords. There they are.
Well, we're going to do a song by one of our favorite songwriters, Gene Clark.
Yeah.
And this is a great song for the year and a half we've all been enduring.
Yep. That's right.
And this is for all the folks that we love and lost. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3.
How the circle turns around. First you're up, then you're down again. Though the circle takes what it may give, each time around makes it live again. Funny how the circle is a wheel, and it can steal someone who is a friend. Funny how the circle takes you flying, and if it's right, it brings it back again. Funny how the circle turns around. If you're lost, then you're found again. Though you always search for what you know, each time around, something new again. Funny how the circle is a wheel, and it can steal someone who is a friend. Funny how the circle takes you flying, and if it's right, it brings it back again. Funny how the circle is a wheel, and it can steal someone who is a friend. Funny how the circle takes you flying, and if it's right, it brings it back again.
Yeah. Let's send that one out to Sylvia,
Yeah.
who I just was talking with earlier this morning.
Great.
Hey, and
she's
Ricky
doing
finally
okay.
joined us. We were going to wait for you, Ricky, but we had to, get the show
Just in
moving.
time for a bird song.
We're just in time for birdsong for Ricky 12 string. All right, so this next song we're going to do is one that Joshua asked for when we did it the first time. And it's one of those songs, it never occurred to me to sing this song because the record of it is so big. And I didn't know, it just never even occurred to me, let alone, I didn't think, oh, we can't do it. It just never occurred to me. But we're game for just about anything here. And so we learned this one for Joshua. We loved it so much that we want to play it again for you. Ready?
Yep.
And we're going to dedicate this to the night sky, which has been pretty impressive lately.
That's right. Yeah, the visible planets are almost all visible right now.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Very cool. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Just for Vicky Davis. That's the surf sound.
Yeah, and also just in time for Ricky because he's from Sweden.
Yeah, yeah.
Shocking Blue
Shocking Blue
was a Swedish
Sweden.
group.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
a great record.
we always get this part out of the way early so that we can just get back to the music. But as many of you know, as you all know, this has been our one gig a week for the whole 18 months, 17 months. I keep adding. I don't want to add too much onto it. But your optional tips, always optional, have kept food on our table, have kept the show going, and have kept us going. And we're so grateful to you. So grateful to you. And so if you would like to help us out, you can do so by going to venmo.com/the_Kennedys. You can also do the same at paypal.me/theKennedysmusic. And of course, you can always send us your letters, cards, drawings, stamps, awesome coffee mugs to P.O. Box 8673, Tarrytown, New York, 10591. These and all other tip options are available at our website, kennedysmusic.com, and that's where you can also double check on the gigs that we've announced. You know, the outdoor gigs are all happening. I think all the outdoor gigs we have on the books right now are rain or shine. But
It's all fluid.
it's fluid. So that's why you want to take note of our web address so you can check. Make sure that we're still coming to your town. All right, where are we? We are, this song. This song, some of the lyrics in this song haven't quite stood up over time.
Oh, I think it's a real compassionate song.
It's a sweet song. It's a great melody. So, put this back where I can see.
Let's do this for Jeff Schroeder.
All right, yeah, good idea. For Jeff Schroeder. Ready?
Yeah.
Nice and fast. 1, 2, 3. Hey there, Georgie girl, swinging down the street so fancy free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there, Georgie girl, why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear? You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those dowdy feathers and fly a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world would see a new Georgie girl. Hey there, Georgie girl, dreaming of the someone you could be. Life is a reality, you can't always run away. Don't be so scared of changing and rearranging yourself. It's time for jumping down from the shelf a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world would see a new Georgie girl. Come on, Georgie girl, wake up, Georgie girl. Come on, Georgie girl.
I love that. All that Tom Springfield
Yeah.
stuff that he was involved with is always cool.
Yeah. Hey, it's time for some birthday wishes. This past week we had Jill Seagraves had a big birthday. Jeannie Chu had a big birthday. And coming up on Saturday, Art has got a big birthday. And I was thinking, what's the best birthday song for all these folks? Mm-hmm. And I came up with a great idea.
This is a good birthday song.
Uh-oh, we're doubling up on the birds. That's all right, we didn't do any bird songs last year. This is actually a Bob Dylan song, like so many of the bird songs. It started life as a Bob Dylan song.
That means I gotta play.
Gotta play the 12 string, the 12
string,
the Ricky 12, the
Yeah,
12 string
Ricky
reckon.
12.
If you didn't know what Ricky 12's name meant, this is it. Ready?
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Art and Jeannie and Jill. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 4. Crimson flames tied through my ears, rolling high in mighty traps. Pounds with fire on flaming roads, using ideas as my map. We'll meet on edges soon, said I, proudly heated brow. But I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Half-black prejudice lead forth, tear down all hate I scream. Lies and life is black and white, spoke from my skull I dream. Romantic flanks of musketeers, mutiny from stern to bow. But I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. In a soldier's stance I aim my hand at the mongrel dogs who teach, fearing that I'd become my enemy in the instant that I preach. My pathway led by confusion boats, mutiny from stern to bow. But I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. But I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Yes, my guard stood hard when abstract threats too noble to neglect deceive me into thinking I had something to protect. Good and bad, I define these terms quite clear, no doubt somehow. But I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now.
Never get tired of
Never get tired of that one.
that stuff.
Well,
This next one's kind of a good birthday song too.
it is. It is a good birthday song. This is one of the few songs that wasn't requested by you, but it was a song I always loved, and a song that I wanted to learn for the show. And we started doing lots of different songs. And this song was written, I think, in like 1934, and it was written by a Spanish writer, Maria Graver, a Mexican songwriter in Spanish. And then at that same year, English lyrics were written by Stanley Adams. But the version of this song I love isn't until 1959. Dinah Washington did a great version of this song. And it's called What a Difference a Day Makes. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, Lord, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Those songs of that era, they're just like in and out. One verse, maybe a chorus, and one more verse. It's like over in a minute and a half.
And you don't have to do anything because they're already perfect the way they were written.
Like,
You don't have to over-arrange them.
right, and I think later songs, you'd get a song of that length and they'd want to repeat stuff, but why? It just said it all, it's perfect,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's beautiful.
And then we're going to do one more song that was a song that we learned for the Patsy Cline show.
Yeah. Also from that era.
Also from that era.
Yeah, 40s and 50s.
This was written by Stan Lebowski and Herb Newman. And it was recorded by a lot of different people. But my favorite version is the Patsy Cline version. It was released, but it never hit the charts for Patsy.
I think Frankie Lane had the big hit.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
such a cool song.
It's a very cool song. And you can play the steel,
Yeah.
the lap steel. There we go.
Oh my
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Oh, the wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was born the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind. In a lonely shack by a railroad track, he spent his younger days, and I guess the sound of the outward bound made him a slave to his wandering ways. Oh, the wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was born the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind. Oh, I met him there in a border town. He vowed we'd never part, though he tried his best to settle down. Now I'm alone
It's such a cool song, mysterious kind of
It's
song.
very, yeah, mysterious. Isn't that great? We love sharing great songs with you. I know a lot of the times we get comments that people know a lot of the songs, but then there's a gem in there that they didn't know before.
Yeah, yeah,
And we love turning people onto great songs.
yeah. Some of those songs from back in that era, they're called standards, but there's some real unusual ones like that.
Yeah.
You know, with melodies and words that have a
Or
bit
like
of
Nature Boys.
mystery to them. Yeah, yeah. We love that kind of stuff.
How are we doing there in the chat? Oh, you're talking amongst yourselves. I love when that happens. We always go back later and look at your chat.
It's like a
See
get
what you're up
together,
to.
you know,
Yeah.
with donuts and a coffee machine and stuff.
Well, I know there's at least a few glasses of wine going around over there in Nottingham, England.
We got to do a Motown.
Got to do a Motown song. Yes.
We're doing our favorite songs. We can't leave out Motown.
We did a Motown show, which was one of my favorite shows. That was one of the best.
Yeah,
I really liked that one.
yeah. Just so many great songs.
So, Diana Ross sang lead on this one.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a love to ease my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. Well, my mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. Can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, for how many heartaches must I stay in before I find a love to let me live again. Right now the only thing that keeps me hanging on when I feel my strength, yeah, it's almost gone. I remember mama said, yeah, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more can I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No, I can't bear to live my life alone. I grow impatient for love to call my own. But when I feel that I can't go on, these precious words keep me hanging on. I remember mama said, no, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. Can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, you gotta wait. No love don't come easy. But I keep on waiting, anticipating for that soft voice to come to me at night, for some tender arms to hold me tight. Well, I keep waiting, keep on waiting, but it ain't easy. No, it ain't easy. Well, mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You gotta wait. I love those tight endings.
I love anything Motown.
We had to put an ending in there because it fades. It's one of those fade out songs, but
Yeah,
we came up with a good ending.
yeah. And it's based on one of those those Nigerian,
Yeah.
the Yoruba claves. That's religious music over in Africa. You got to think of that. when you
Vicky
play
says
that.
you're all 3 guitar playing funk brothers. That's a compliment. You know, we gave one of the funk brothers a lift.
Yeah, Eddie Chank Willis.
Eddie Chang Willis, who is up yonder with the other funk brothers right now, but and for all of eternity. What a party they're having up there.
Picked him up at the airport.
And it was back when we still had a Dodge minivan, and we didn't have seats in the back because all of our music gear was in there. We went to see the Standing in the Shadows of Motown debut in New York City, down at the Film Forum, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and Dr. Licks, the guy who wrote the book that became the movie, was doing a Q&A, and we asked him some questions. And afterwards, he came up to us, and he said, we were talking for a while, and he said, do you guys have a car? We said, well, we got a van. He goes, oh, great. Can you pick up Eddie Shank-Villas at the airport? Turns out he was in a wheelchair too, so it was a good thing we didn't have seats in the back. Yeah. We bungeed him in, and he told us stories the whole way back to Manhattan.
Yeah. When I was a kid and I listened to Motown, I had no idea that it was mostly guitars. I mean, guitars, bass, and drums, like a rock band, but it didn't sound like it because the parts were so cool. Yeah. And a Telecaster, people think of this as a country and rock guitar. It was crucial in the Motown sound too, because they had 3 separate parts. Yeah. They had a big Gibson arch top that would play the chords and stuff. And then Eddie Shank-Willis played a Gibson Firebird, one of those, and he would do like the
chank.
The chank, right along with the like on Can't Hurry Love, he'd go, Can't Hurry Love. It's on all the Motown records. And then there was a guy named Joe Messina who played a Telecaster, and he would do fills and stuff. So they always had these 3 interlocking guitar parts, as Vicki Davis pointed out.
And that's an African way of playing music. Not everybody plays all the chords, just one part here, one part there, and they all intermesh.
They interlock,
we love that.
Yeah,
the claves. All right, we're going to send this one out to Joanne Corsano, because she always asks for a Kinks song. No, it's not a Dave Davies song. We're going to do a Ray Davies song, because, I don't know, it's one of those hopeful songs, and we love those. Right? Before we do, as long as you're capoing up, I want to show you a picture. So last week we showed a picture of the group that was with us in Rye, and on Saturday, the Saturday before the show, we did a gig in Falls Church, but we didn't have a photo of that. Somebody sent us a photo. Who sent this? I can't remember who sent this photo. Forgive me for not giving credit, but we got a photo of the crowd who came out to the Falls Church, Virginia gig. That was quite a gig, by the way. Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Look at that group of people. So, let's see. We got Bethany and Norm are standing there. And, Joanne, Nana, and Don Simmons is there. And Hillary is there with her mom, I think.
The tarp above us is very significant, too.
So, we got to that gig, and we set up. And then there was supposed to be a very light passing shower.
Yeah.
We set up, and about an hour before showtime, the skies opened up. There was no cover on the stage. And the sound guy had his sound gear covered. And so we're running our guitars into that area. And finally, after the stage was completely wet, he said, do you guys need another cover? Like, what? So he brought another tarp out. But by then, everything was totally moist. But we cleaned it up before showtime.
Yeah.
And all the folks came to the show, and they sat in this muddy field. What troopers you all were. But we had a really good turnout for that.
That's a great venue.
Yes.
Great presenters.
Yes, absolutely.
Great production, everything. The Creative Commons.
Yeah.
We love them.
Anyway, so that is that. And I want to show you one more photo. We had a visit at that same gig from our new family. This is the Starins, and the folks over on the left are our new, let's see, nephew-in-law's grandparents and his parents and his Aunt Ellen. So they all came out too. It was a great, great turnout. So we're going to send this one out to all y'all, as they say in Texas, because it's a song of hope for the future, which we all need.
We're Capo 3.
Capo 3.
Capo 3.
Got your capos, everybody?
It's the hopeful
It's the
key.
The hopeful key. Ready? By Ray Davies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skies and hoping something better comes tomorrow, hoping all the verses rhyme and the very best of choruses too. Follow all the doubt and sadness, I know that better things are on their way. Here's hoping all the days ahead won't be as bitter as the ones doubt and sadness, I know that better things are on their way. I know you got a lot of good things happening up ahead. The past is gone, it's all been said. So here's to what the future brings. Hope tomorrow you'll find better things. No, tomorrow you'll find better things. Hope tomorrow you'll find better things. No, tomorrow you'll find better things. I like how he goes back and forth between I hope you'll find better things and then I know you'll find better things.
I know tomorrow.
Be an optimist instead. That's Ray Davies for you. Be optimist. I know he writes sardonic lyrics, but under all that is optimism, I think. I always heard it. Well, this next one. Pat Mansfield gave us an outstanding. Pat is the first person. He grew up on my street. He's the first person to ever play me a Kinks record. I'm forever indebted to Pat for playing me Kinks records. When I was about, 14 maybe. What a revelation that was. All right. We're going to do this song that's just an incredible Tom Waits song. We did it maybe a month or two ago, and I just love it so much. Yeah. Downtown Train.
Yeah.
Outside another yellow moon has punched a hole in the nighttime, yeah. I climb through the window and down to the street. Hey, and I'm shining like a new dime. The downtown trains are full. All those Brooklyn girls, they try so hard to break out of their little world. You wave your hand and they scatter like crows. They have nothing that'll ever capture your heart. They're just thorns without the rose. Be careful of them in the dark. Oh, if I was the one who chose to be your only one, can't you hear me now? Can't you hear me now? When I see you tonight on a downtown train, where every night is just the same. Don't leave me lonely now. I know your window and I know it's late. I know your stairs and your doorway. I walk past your street and by your gate. I stand by the light of the four-way. You watch them all fall down. Oh baby, they all have heart attacks. They stay at the carnival, but they'll never win you back. Will I see you tonight on a downtown train, where every night is just the same? Oh baby, will I see you tonight on a downtown train? Those Tom Waits ballads.
Tom Waits, man, he's
They're killer.
he's a king of the ballads.
I mean, I love his.
He's so funny and ironic and
Yeah.
everything, but then when he does a ballad,
They
it's
slay you.
flat out,
They just
kill it.
get you right where you live.
And Bob Seger's version of that is fantastic, and he sings it when he lays it down.
It stays there.
It stays there.
So I mentioned earlier the Falls Church gig. There's a guy there, and I can't remember his name. I'm very, very sorry. I know you watch. I know that you told me you were a weekly watcher, but he asked us to do this song, and I know it's our picks, but we're always going to do a Beatles song, of course. Got to do a Beatles song. And so he just made the decision for us which song to do. We're also going to send this to Deborah. Deborah asked for a Beatles song as well. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. Seen that road before. It always leads me here, leads me to your door. The wild and windy nights that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me waiting here? Let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried. Still, they lead me back to the long, winding road. You left me standing here long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. But still they lead me back to the long, winding road. You left me standing here long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. Yeah. I never really paid a whole lot of attention to the Beatles ballads because I really like the high energy stuff and I like the psychedelic stuff. But holy smokes.
The Hulu McCartney special, the 6-part thing, is just amazing. He's sitting in the studio just playing all these various individual tracks, with the faders of Beatles songs and talking about how they came up with the sound. Then he sits at the piano and shows
Wow.
how he learned to play the piano and wrote various songs and stuff. It's just great. It's a retrospective of this whole career, and there's nothing like gimmicky, or it's just a songwriter talking about
Their songs.
songs.
Did you see the whole thing?
No, I haven't yet.
And I haven't
wanna
seen any
watch
of it,
all
so
them.
maybe
Yeah.
we'll do that tonight. That'd be fun. I'm
Yeah, it's called McCartney 321.
And he's with, is he with Rick Rubin?
Yeah, with Rick Rubin, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's brilliant. Rick Rubin produced the elderly Johnny Cash stuff that was so monumental. And I'm kind of hoping that after this, he'll do that with McCartney, do a series of like just serious, real
Whatever he
from
wants
the heart
to.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
because
very
McCartney
cool.
is a great. Oddly enough, he's the biggest rock star in the world, and yet he's underrated. I think because people go, "Oh, he was just a cute one," and but he and Lennon. He talks a lot about Lennon and about George in a very respectful and he's full of admiration for both of them.
Yeah.
In fact, it's not a spoiler, but just one line. He goes, back then I was just working with this bloke John, and later on I found out it was John Lennon. He's very complimentary about the other guys in the Beatles.
Well, we're going to do a song that Todd in Baton Rouge asked us to repeat this song. We did this a while ago. I gotta really tune this a little bit better because it's one of those songs that simply must be in tune. I pay a lot more attention to tuning on other people's songs for some reason. And stay tuned. We've got a couple more songs in the show, but we'll tell you what's next week if you stick around. This is a beautiful song written by the incomparable Sandy Denny.
Okay.
For Todd in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving. But how can they know it's time for them to go? For the winter fall, I will still be dreaming. I have no thought of time. For who knows
lots of songs.
Yeah, I have no fear of time. What a thing to aspire to,
Yeah.
you know? Especially these days. Well, I'm going to do one more song for you because we're getting up, we're going to try and smush it all into 1 minute. We won't be able to do that.
This is our Get
Of
Up and
course.
Dance song.
So
right?
get up and dance song, get up. And next
We always
week,
have one.
this has been our second Kennedy's Picks, but you know we've learned so many great songs. We're going to do one more episode,
Yeah.
at least. Well, probably one more episode of our favorite songs that we've learned for this series. And then
It'll be a trilogy.
after that, we've got some big shows where we're going to learn more songs in the planning. But for right now, can anyone guess what song this is based on instrumentation? We've done a few sitar songs. This is the electric sitar, for those of you who are wondering.
Yeah, but people will probably think it's like a Indian kind of song, like
Like a George Harrison kind of?
that kind of India. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a different kind of
Well, it's
Indian
not.
song.
It's a get up and dance kind of song.
By the we won't call them Indian. We'll call them Native American. The first ever charting Native American rock band,
Yeah, yeah.
Redbone.
Redbone.
Ready?
Love those guys.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4. Come on, dance. Hey, hey, what's the matter with your head? Oh yeah, I said hey, hey, what's the matter with your mind and your sign and your ooh? I said hey, hey, nothing the matter with your head, baby. Find it, go on and find it, hey, with it, baby, 'cause you're fine and you're mine and you look so divine. Come and get your love. 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 Hey, hey, what's the matter with you? Feel right? Don't you feel right, baby? Hey, oh yeah, get it from the main line. Alright, I said I like it, darling, love it if you like it. I said hey. man, that makes you
Yeah.
feel so good.
That's a good workout too, to get
It is a
up
good
out of your
workout.
seat and just shake a tail feather.
Shake a table. Hey, y'all, join us here next week where we present Pete Morris Picks Part 3. Thank you all
love
so much
this.
for being here. We love you so much. And it was so great to see a number of you in the last few weeks at our live outdoor shows. We're still going to be doing outdoor shows. And check our website for that. Oh, my cousin Mary's on. Hey, Mary. Oh, Mary Offenberg from North Carolina. Oh, yeah, I got distracted because I saw my cousin. Hey, see you here next week. Please take care of yourselves. Mask up. Even now, they say if you're vaccinated, you can still spread it around. So mask up for your loved ones.
Yep.
And I need bigger elastic. And we'll see you here next week, y'all. Be safe. Love you. Peace.